Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is one of my first special matches. The new play mode added this last Thursday, and I am in the FAZZ, which just got buffed. I think I'm in the level 2. I think this is a 650 room, so the missile damage that the third level gets for the larger missile launchers, the larger ammo count, I should say, missile launchers I was just using does not count. What this does get is some higher damage control, which is, half of the secret to its success, since you can just walk up to people in melee when you need to. But yeah, higher damage control, higher round velocity for the beam rifle, both charged and uncharged, and they shaved about 6 seconds off the charge for the high mega cannon, so it's much more usable now. Yeah, and you can, of course, be using any non-beam weapon on the FAZZ can be used while boosting, which means you're not exactly a fast booster, but you can, get a lot of damage in while moving, which is an important skill, I feel like. It also kind of is how, like I've said before, it's how, if you watch things like Zeta Gundam, it's kind of how mobile suit combat is supposed to work. But, do attack while moving, so you're harder to hit back. But the other thing they did is they did give it a small tweak to its melee defense. I believe it's no longer 0. I think it's more like 6 or 7, which is still like abominably low for 650, but it's also, it's literally not nothing. So I am crouching and charging the Hyper Mega Cannon. Hyper Mega Cannon can only be charged at a crouch. You cannot go prone with it. And I'm just waiting for a target, which hopefully might be one of those. Scoping in for the extra damage when I can. Just waiting, and there's somebody, and 9100, that's for something I had type disadvantage on. I think that's an acceptable number, especially since I managed to follow it up with a decent beam shot, so yeah, that's, again, decent damage, and I can just keep throwing out damage from distance like this. But yeah, I've got leg buffers. They also, I believe, improved the back part buffers, so in other words, if somebody shoots you directly in the cannon, it doesn't do as much damage as it used to, because that thing is kind of a big target. But yeah, I always liked FAZZ, and it is really, really good now. I'm gonna be, to be honest, if they ever do one of the full armor double Zetas, I'm gonna be really, really interested to see, how they distinguish it from this, and how, what they do to make it stand out, because it's an interesting, this thing's a lot of fun as it is, so there's, I don't know what kind of room there's for improvement anymore. But yeah, there are at least two other full armor double Zeta types. There's the one from the series, which is the enhanced double Zeta with a new layer of armor. And there is a full armor double Zeta variation from Gundam Sentinel as well. So, slightly different, as I recall. Don't recall if the weaponry is, but they definitely have different color schemes. So if they ever do the Sentinel full armor double Zeta, maybe we'll get like a nice punchy raid out of it. They could do like they've done with the other full armor, with the early full armor Gundams, and just give us, one in, and there's me forgetting you can't charge it while prone. Just give us one, just fill out the triangle with full armor double Zetas. That would be fun. But let's see, that Ashmar is about to die. But you've probably noticed this before. I don't know if I've ever said it out loud. You can only pivot so far while you're scoped in. So you do have to scope back out to turn toward your target sometimes. Because while you're just crouching without the scope, you can turn freely. So it's just you only have a certain arc of fire while you're scoped in. So, which makes sense, but The Zaku 3 Custom thinks it's going to kill me. It may be correct, but I've got help, and I can just put out damage, and damage, and damage. So, and yeah, it came down to me having help this time, but I believe I do just manage to outfight one later. Hope so anyway, because that would certainly, you know, that'd certainly look better for just having said, yeah, I can put out that much damage. You can, but if that thing hits me with a heavy attack, you know, 6 melee defense, I am dead. So, it does have a bunch of hit points though, so, you know, if only half of the attack hits, you might survive that. But yeah, this thing, like I said though, this thing can just, it's one of those things, yeah, here comes the heavy attack. I didn't have enough health, and if you don't time the iframes exactly right, you're just dead. So, that's, you know, our team won, Zaku 3 Custom won, but in terms of one-on-ones, yeah, it's winning that count. 2 minutes left. We do have a 4,000 point lead. That's not bad for 650. Not a guarantee of victory at 2 minutes remaining, but it's not bad. Yeah, but we can, yeah, because now it's only a 2,400 point lead, and with assists and all, that's not much. So yeah, gonna try and pull off a win here, but we'll see what happens. I think I did? I don't remember. It happened more than 2 minutes ago, so I got nothing. You know, somebody suggested I watch one of these videos, you know, rewatch the videos in advance to, before I record, and yeah, probably ought to. You know, at least once in a while I should. I don't know. I kind of came up with this format when I had a lot less time on my hands, and just kind of need to maybe refine things here and there. See what happens. But yeah, I am probably, yeah, I was about to say, I'm probably thinking about the Hyper Mega Cannon again, as I tend to do. Because yeah, like I said, a lot shorter charge time is really handy. And yeah, just kind of sitting on the opposite side of the dune for cover. Not a lot of cover, but enough cover. And somebody, okay, that's not a good target, but that Ashamar is about to land and die. Except I hit the ground in front of its feet. So I'll just have to kill it the old-fashioned way with, you know, other guns, you know, guns that may not kill in one hit, things like that. So, but it is trying to get to me because they are close to, winning. You know, if they can kill a couple of us. But if I could be so bold, I would say that a general with no health trying to rush a support, even one that's by itself, not necessarily a good plan this late in the match. So, I think that's either a standard, yeah, it's got to be a standard because Enhanced Doubles 8 is a 700. So, yeah, that is. Oh, that's their resale. So, which I got a good charging missile volley in on before the end of the round, but I guess the round where I managed to outfight a Zaku 3 Custom was the one that I didn't keep, because otherwise I didn't do as well. But I did pretty well here, 4830, 144,000 damage. And I think that counts towards the clan match rewards for this week, so... Or clan rewards, 6 and 2. So, yeah, FAZZ is good. The buffs did well for it. And that's going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I feel like the FAZZ is in a pretty good place now because it can, like I said, it can just put out damage. It's, you know, it's kind of how I think they intend supports to work on the whole, which is for the most part, you can stand way back and just, you know, hit anything, and if the raid actually gets to you, you're probably dead. But you know, when heavy attacks are not involved, you may actually last more than one hit in the FAZZ the way it is now. So I think it's in a pretty good place. It's fun to use at any rate.